Monday, June 29th, today we are gonna open up with a strength superset that starts out with a dumbbell hip thrust. So we're gonna find a bench or a box, something that's gonna elevate us. We're gonna do this on a tempo, so we're gonna put this across our waist here. We're gonna get down so our upper back is supported. And it's gonna be on a 2-0-X1 tempo. So we're gonna explode up. We're gonna pause for a second at the top, and then we're gonna go ahead and descend for 2 seconds. Right back into it, pause at the top, descend for 2 seconds. So one thing you can also do is, if you have a heavier dumbbell or it's kind of bouncing around on you, you can go ahead and put your hands on that dumbbell to guide it. Next movement in this strength circuit is going to be just a dual dumbbell RDL at a 2-0-2-0 tempo. So all that tempo means is unlock the knees, hinge at the hips. We're gonna go down, 1, 2, up, 1, 2. No pauses at the end ranges of motion. Getting a nice stretch in those hamstrings, squeezing the butt at the top, keeping constant time under tension. Our next movement is gonna be a front rack lunge, and we're gonna get all of our lunges, we're not alternating them, on one leg before we switch to the opposite leg. Points of performance on this: trying to keep the weight in the heel of that front foot and that shin nice and vertical. We don't want that knee too far over the toe. And then our final movement in this strength circuit is gonna be a Turkish get-up. So if you guys were participating in this last week, we hit this a couple of times last week. I'll go over it again. So we're gonna actually hit multiple on the same arm before we go into the next arm. So we're gonna start in a fetal position. I'm gonna roll onto my back. Now the same foot that's on the side of the bell is gonna come up as close to the butt as possible. Press that bell up, eyeballs stay on the bell. I'm gonna sit up towards that opposite hip, elevate the hips, bring that opposite knee underneath the bell, steady yourself, lunge up, take a reverse lunge step, hand on the ground, sweep that leg back underneath, slide on down, and then you'll go into that next rep. Today we're gonna wrap up our training session with a really cool AMRAP workout today. It's gonna open up with a run, or if you don't have a place to run or you don't wanna run, we do have a single under jump rope option. I prefer you to do it in that running style, okay? The next move is going to be a wall sit. So you can use a dumbbell to add some challenge to this. And the caveat today, it's single leg. So we're gonna go ahead and bring up one leg for a determined amount of time, and then the opposite leg, okay? When we complete that, you have burpees. So you get flat to the deck, snap up, jump and clap for the prescribed amount of reps. And then the other part is what's called a star plank. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna snatch that bell up, I'm gonna get into a plank, side plank, and then get into the star position. So you're gonna do that for a predetermined amount of time that's on your plan on each side. So this AMRAP is a combination of some dynamic moves and static holds, which is usually a pretty interesting combo when you're trying to hold those holds at a high heart rate. I think this one's gonna be really cool. I hope you guys enjoy it.